Hello बच्चों, let's read this question. A particle x moving with a certain velocity has a de-Broglie wavelength of 1 angstrom. If particle y has mass of 25% that of x and velocity 75% that of x, de-Broglie wavelength of y will be, and these are the following options given to us according to the question. दो particle है हमारे पास x and y, for which x के लिए de-Broglie wavelength is given, and we have to find the de-Broglie wavelength for the y. And this question has the key concept of the de-Broglie. Here we can write it is based on de-Broglie wavelength. de-Broglie was the scientist जिसने hypothesis दिया था. He said that जो matters होते हैं that has both particle and wave nature, and according to the wave nature of the particle he quantified by the de-Broglie wavelength that can be defined as the ratio of the Planck's constant to the multiplication of mass and the velocity. And mass और velocity जो है particle का होगा. And this equation can also be derived जो हमारे पास electromagnetic wave होता है. For that, energy of the photon is equals to h nu. H is the Planck's constant and nu is the frequency of the photon. And जो हमारे पास फ्रीक्वेंसी रहता है that is equals to c over lambda. c जो है हमारे पास रिप्रेजेंट करता है velocity of the light and lambda जो है that represents the wavelength. और we can say जो हमारे पास ये होगा hc by lambda that will be equals to the mc square. जो हमारे पास एनर्जी होता है that is always equals to the mc square. जो हमारे पास m है that represents the mass of the particle और c जो है it will represent the velocity of the particle. So c से c cancel हो जाएगा. So it will be h over lambda that will be equals to the mc, and c को हम velocity of the particle से represent कर रहे हैं. And upon rearranging this, lambda will be equals to h upon mc, and this c can be replaced by the v जिसे हम velocity से represent कर रहे हैं. And this is how we have derived. ये हमारे पास de-Broglie wavelength का formula आ गया. Now let us move to the given question. According to the given question, एक particle है x जो move कर रहा है with a certain velocity जिसके लिए हमारे पास de-Broglie wavelength given है that is the 1 angstrom. And it is given that जो हमारे पास y का मास होगा that will be equals to the 25% of the mass of x. So mass of x represent कर लेंगे mx से, and 25% है इसका, so it will be 25 divided by 100. So here we can write it as 0.25 mx. And the same way velocity के बारे में बात की गई है. For the y that is the 75% of the velocity of the x, so उसे हम लोग vx से represent कर लेंगे. So multiplied by 75 over 100. So it will be 0.75 Vx. As we have discussed about the formula, de-Broglie wavelength जो है that is equals to the h over mv है, where h is the Planck's constant, m is the mass of the particle and v is the velocity of the particle. And 4x हम इसे lambda x से represent करेंगे, which is given as 1 angstrom is equals to h over mx multiplied to the vx. And the same way हम y के लिए लिखेंगे. For the y particle it will be h over mx is 0.25 mx multiplied to the 0.75 vx. So here we can write it as h over mx multiplied to the vx, and हमारे पास यहाँ आएगा 1 over 0.25 multiplied 0.75. It is 1 over 0.25 multiplication sign 0.75. And this value is equals to the 1. So ये हमारे पास 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो इट विल रिमेन सेम. सो बेसिकली हमें सिंप्लीफाई करना है this thing. 0.25 multiplication sign 0.75. So this can be written as 100 over 25 multiplication sign 100 over 75 and 25 के टेबल पे हम इसे कट करेंगे. So it will be 4 by 3. So it is 4 multiplied 4, 16 divided by 3 and 16 को जब हम 3 से डिवाइड करेंगे so we will get it as 5.33 angstrom. According to the given option जो हमारा final answer होगा that will be option B. So let us write the final answer of this question which is option B 5.33 angstrom. So let us mark the option B as the correct response and option A, C and D जो है these are the incorrect one. Hope the solution was understandable. Best of luck.